Hello everybody, Chrome Bandit here, and this is Battlefield 3 Beta. Oh yeah, I've been waiting a long time for this. Bought my Medal of Honor Limited Edition just for this, so it's really awesome to have it 2 days early. Okay, now keep in mind that this is a beta, so there are bugs. For example, I look over my Xbox on right now, I am still stuck in a loading screen on the beta menu, and it's been there for about 15 minutes. So there are problems that they are fixing, so don't worry about if you suddenly fall into the ground like I have done, or if the flashlight just hangs in the middle of the air without anyone using it. That's perfectly normal, but they are working on that. So here is so far the only map playable by people who have the beta early. I got it on Tuesday because I bought Medal of Honor Limited Edition. You also could have gotten it if you had pre-ordered it on Origin.com. This is Operation Metro. It is in Paris, and it is it's a pretty awesome map. I'm not gonna lie, except for this outside part. This outside part sucks. Right here, I'm using the AK-4074M, I think it's called, with a ACOG scope because that's all I have unlocked. And so how the guns work, basically on one team you have a certain amount of guns, and on another team you have different guns, but same class, I guess. So it's a little bit like Medal of Honor in that, for example, the Americans have an M16, and the Russians, I guess, have the AK-74M as their primary assault rifles. One thing I already noticed is that need to fix is that the assault class is super overpowered. The guns specifically aren't that overpowered. Ooh, nice job, Chrome. The guns specifically aren't that overpowered. Like, you see me using the assault rifle right here, and it just has a good amount of recoil. It's not like super crazy hard to use, but it's difficult enough that people can't just go running around easy moding on everything. But the assault class can also put medkits down and revive. And medkitting and revive was a big point giver in Bad Company 2. And with that being with the assault class, like the basic class that everyone uses, every single person uses the assault class, and every single person just gets revives and all that stuff. And it is kind of annoying. I exploit it myself, but I also enjoy using the support class a little bit more than the assault class. The cool thing they did now is that when you get revived by a teammate, it asks you if you want to be revived, and you can choose whether or not to get up or to die and respawn, in case you want to change your class. Ooh, nice! I got a knife kill there. So I like that because I remember I always used to try and revive my friends and then saying, "Oh no, I wanted to die so I can change my class and whatever." So now they get to choose, and you still get the points if you revive them, whether or not they choose to be alive or not. So the point stuff is still there. Reviving someone is 100 points. It's a pretty hefty reward, and there are a lot of easy ways to gain points. You gain points just for having someone spawn on you, and just for spotting somebody, and this time you gain points for spotting somebody even if someone doesn't kill them or not. So I like that. And yeah, basically it's a whole lot of fun. I really like the game so far. It's very smooth compared to other Battlefields. Sometimes people feel like Battlefield is a little jerky, and that's because of the 30 FPS, the frames per second that they're at. They made it a lot smoother. The graphics are really good. It's very smooth. I honestly wouldn't know it was 30 FPS unless I started sprinting. The sprinting is kind of the only way I kind of see it's at 30 FPS. And you also notice there's this animation to jump over walls, which I just did. I kind of like it. I like it because it's cool, but I don't like it at the same time because you can't jump as high in this game anymore. You basically just vault over everything that you can't jump over, and it's really annoying. I rather like because you can't like jump on like rocks and stuff like you used to in Bad Company 2, and you get your sniper positions and stuff like that. That's a little bit annoying because you basically vault all the time. I mean, it is badass every now and then, but most of the time it's annoying. And another problem you saw right there, teammates are kind of hard to distinguish for enemies. So sometimes, even if a teammate's name, sometimes I mess up because a teammate's name is near me and I think it's a teammate, but it's actually an enemy because they look so similar. So I hope they kind of distinguish the character models a little bit differently. And but overall, it's a lot of fun. The Operation Metro is a really fun map, especially I love running through the subway tunnels. It's basically a really well balanced map. Snipers and Snipers and assault rifles and SMGs can all do well. The only thing I noticed that sucks is the shotguns now. You cannot snipe with a shotgun anymore. So I don't think I've gotten a kill with a shotgun yet, and I've used it like 6 or 7 times. Just run around with it. So that's really annoying, and I hope they buff the shotguns a little bit more, because otherwise I'm not going to use a shotgun. And yeah, that's about all I have to complain about. It's really a bunch of fun. The snipers have this new thing called mobile spawn points, where they can put down where you spawn. Someone in my squad actually put a spawn point in our spawn, and then we got pushed back because they defeated the MCOM stations. And so you could still spawn in the spawn point, you would spawn behind them, and I kind of exploited that a little bit and ran behind them and got a bunch of kills. This game is I did very well. I went 24-4, I think. I've had a lot of good games. It's very easy to do well if you are a skilled player, and if you're not, it's still relatively easy to do well, because there are a bunch of ways to get points. Even if you don't exactly have a really good score at the end, I've still seen people get really high amounts of points just by doing the objectives, spotting people, reviving, just getting headshots, stuff like that. Gains you a lot of points. You level up quite slow. Not as slow as Halo Reach, but it's still pretty slow. I'm like level 8, playing for 2 hours, and I smell bacon. Sorry. And I find it a little bit difficult. I think that it will exponentially get harder, because especially like Bad Company 2, I found it's almost impossible to level up at any decent rate in Bad Company 2 once you hit like level 25. It's kind of annoying, because in all the level 50s you think it must have spent like 4 days of playtime. So that is a bit annoying. But I mean, I don't have a lot of complaints with the game. I will compare it to other Battlefields. I won't compare it to Call of Duty though, because Call of Duty and Battlefield are 2 very different games. They added the prone in, which I like and don't like at the same time, because prone kind of makes it annoying for people hiding in bushes, and yes, there are quite a bit of bushes on the outside of this map. I am looking forward to Caspian Border, which will come out on Thursday for everyone else. However, I'm not looking forward. I was talking about the prone, right? So I like prone, and they added prone because everyone basically asked them to. And I do like prone, and I like the animation they do when you're moving in prone. It's very cool. But prone is annoying when people are just lying down. It's kind of frustrating. Just sometimes it's hard to tell if they're a dead body or not. They get knifed. There are some cool cinematic knife animations. I like the knife animation. When I first used the knife, knife is right bumper on most Battlefield games. When I first used the knife, it didn't kill them. It only took away like 70% of their health. And the guy turned around and killed me. I was like, what the hell? You have to hold down the knife button in order to have that animation. Otherwise, you'll just stab them and it won't kill them, which I find a bit annoying. I'd rather have the knife from Bad Company 2, even though it wasn't that good. Because this knife just has no lunge at all. So you have to be standing next to them, and you have to have like a good 3 seconds to actually get the knife animation, because the knife's kind of annoying to use. But I think they did that on purpose, because also the knife, you now have to pull it out as a separate weapon. You have to hold down right bumper and pull it out. Otherwise, you'll just slice them like you have a shank in your hand. And that's good. I do think the knife is annoying. I don't think it was that bad in this game. I would think it was worse in other games, which the knife was quicker. But I understand why they kind of nerfed the knife a little bit, and I guess I agree with it. I just wish it wasn't like a stab motion then a cinematic motion. I think it was all just one cinematic. So right now in the game, I'm kind of dominating with this ACOG AK-74M, I guess. Even though it's an assault rifle, it's called the 74. Might get confused with the Call of Duty 74U. There is an ump. There are a bunch. I think the game said there are at least 10 different accessories for each weapon. There's like holographic sight, there's laser sight, there's a flashlight, which is super annoying when your teammates shine flashlights in your face, because the flashlight is really bright. It gives away your position, but like, God, it's like impossible to see when a flashlight is being shined at you. And I can totally see it being really super annoying. So that's pretty cool. They're also different. You see the ACOG right here. Sniper scopes have different ranges. They have an 8 times range. They have other stuff. They also have a laser sight for snipers. And Yeah, I like how, and there's already a bipod that comes with the LMGs. The bipod's really cool. If you just get near like a flat surface and like head glitch, I guess head glitch is the wrong word. More like take cover behind a flat surface. And when you aim in next to the flat surface, it'll automatically put down the bipod for you. And the bipod's really strong. You basically have no recoil when using the bipod for LMGs. You also have the bipod for some assault rifles too. That's pretty cool. There's also some new specializations, which if you play Battlefield before, you know what those are. There's a sprint faster and also sprint longer, because the sprint isn't unlimited now. That's similar to lightweight in Bad Company 2. There's also flak jacket, which prevents explosive damage from hurting you that much. There's more explosive damage, and there's also extra ammo. So that's now a specialization. And I've looked there. There's a bunch of vehicle stuff to do. We haven't unlocked the vehicle map yet. That's on Thursday with the Caspian border, but I am definitely looking forward to flying around in a jet and owning people. Pistols are pretty good. They don't suck as much as they do in other games. The pistols weren't that bad in Black Ops, I guess. There is no mod block either, so I guess all you with a mod should be very happy. Or you can just watch my how to shoot fast without a mod video, and that's how I shoot my pistol that fast. It's just a really simple trick, and I don't see why people need to pay money or solder their controllers when they could just use their middle finger. Not that hard. But as you see, I'm kind of wrapping up here. I'm just getting the last couple kills. You do get a lot of points for doing getting kill streaks such as combat efficiency, which you just saw. And I'm just kind of owning some noobs. Literally, these guys are not very good. Another thing they changed is now attackers now have 100 tickets instead of 75. And it's very easy to be attackers. I don't think I've lost yet. I don't think I've lost at all. But I don't think I've lost yet on attackers. Oh yeah, I have lost one. I lost the first match I played. It's very fun to just run around and jump over little barriers and just destroy people. And you get one grenade when you spawn. You can throw it pretty far. You cannot cook it, so be careful of where you're gonna throw it. I've almost killed myself a couple times with my grenade. And I guess I've exhausted what I can talk about. I will upload more gameplay. Let me know if you are interested in seeing a specific class. If you ask for a sniper, I'll do my best. The starting out sniper is a semi-auto. So you'll get to see my stats here. Hope you guys enjoyed. More Battlefield 3 beta will be on my channel. Let me know what you want to see. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys play the Battlefield beta. It's on every single platform except for Wii. And I'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.